Baseball's all-time home run king is on trial. The federal government's case against Barry Bonds begins with jury selection Monday in San Francisco. Bonds is charged with 4 counts of making false statements to a grand jury in December of 2003 and 1 count of obstruction of justice. The federal government alleges the former slugger lied when he denied knowingly using steroids and human growth hormone. A key player in this story is Bonds' former personal trainer, Greg Anderson, a childhood friend of the 7-time MVP.
A lot of his defense is going to be he didn't know what Greg Anderson gave him was performance-enhancing drugs. During the grand jury testimony, he said he thought it was flaxseed oil or arthritic balm. And the government is alleging he knew differently, and that's why this case is coming to trial.
But just days before the trial was to start, Blum said Anderson is not likely to take the stand.
A lot of the evidence goes through him, but he's refused to testify. He's gone to jail several times, is likely to be jailed again next week, and some of the counts which needed Anderson to prove have been thrown out by Judge Susan Ilston, leaving other counts that the government says it can prove without Anderson's testimony.
If he's found guilty, Bonds could be looking at some serious time behind bars.
Each count can be punished up to 10 years in federal prison. However, federal sentencing guidelines indicate that if he's convicted of 1 or 5, the average sentence would be 15 to 21 months. Several others who've been sentenced on similar things have been sentenced to house arrest for a certain period.
A guilty verdict would also hurt Bonds' chances for the Hall of Fame, although he could appeal it to the Ninth Circuit Court.
That'll take another year and a half to decide. If that's the case and any convictions upheld, he could be headed toward his sentence around the same time he goes on the Hall of Fame ballot.
Being found not guilty would help Bonds' chances to get to Cooperstown, though it could still be an uphill climb. The trial is expected to last about 3 weeks. Steve Carmazin, The Associated Press.